Welcome to And Then There Were Three. I'm Anna.
I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Katie.
That was really good, guys. I love it.
I've only been practicing for a year.
For literally a year for this moment. I read something recently. Actually, no, I think I saw it on TikTok. The you don't hug your best friend theory. I wanted your guys' take on that because I feel like we don't hug, but we're like so close.
Because if you have a best friend and you don't hug because you're normally with them all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'll hug you when you come and visit, you know? Right. But I'm not going to hug Kaylee every morning.
Hi, Kaylee. Kaylee actually despises hugs. One time, Kaylee was coming over just to hang out, and she texted me, "Do not hug me." Like, okay.
No, you used to have like a code. You'd be like, red flag.
Yeah, we used to have to do red flags because I love hugs. Like, I grew up very affectionate. Like, my family's very huggy.
I did too.
Yeah, you did too. And you love hugging. You just don't like hugging anybody else but your mom, Kaylee, and your sister.
I love my family.
She wants to hug them right now.
I do.
But it's true because I feel like when I hug somebody, like I don't really know them that well. Like I'm like I feel like I have to hug you. Like it's like an instinct. Like
nothing is the fucking worst than when you're with someone else and they know a person really well, but you like barely know them and they hug them, and so then you're like forced to like hug them hello or goodbye, and you're just like, I would have never done that if this person weren't here. That's happened to me so many times where I'm just like. Also, I feel like when I first meet someone, I'm just kind of standoffish. Like, I never know how to, like, act.
Mm-hmm. Like, that probably happens with me every time.
And, well, like, I feel like a lot of times people that you see and, you know, Katie, like, I really don't know them at all. So I would have genuinely no reason to touch them.
That is something that's not talked about enough of how awkward that is. And it's like, if that happens to me and I'm the person that's, like, awkwardly off the side, like, you don't need to hug me.
I don't know. I'm just a person that I would hug whoever.
Yeah. But
like it doesn't need to be like a full-on hug. It's like a side hug.
Yeah, no, a side hug. But it is awkward when you're with somebody that knows the other person. You're
like if you run into your client, Katie, I'm not going to side hug them. You know?
Why would you side hug them?
Well, I
wouldn't hug my client.
That's usually the scenario with you. Like, is like you see someone that you know because you like took their pictures or whatever. Like, I don't know them.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I would hug them either.
Come here, baby.
Ew,
give me a hug.
I know I don't hug my clients if I see them in public unless I knew them prior.
Normalize just saying hi and not having to touch each other when you meet
why
for
do
the
we have
first
to touch?
time.
Yo, but in Europe, they be kissing. So
right, I was gonna ask you that. Like, so I'm a total hugger, and I saw a guy, my old neighbor from like 20 years ago. I saw him at Aldi a couple weeks ago. I'm like, Rob, and I gave him a hug, and he literally said, "Oh, we're huggers now." I'm like, oh,
that's
I think it's weird when boys hug each other.
I'm a hugger though. Yeah. I mean, I'm not like the French, like the kissing, like the
how high were you on your toes?
He's my height.
Another short king.
We're both 5'5". Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm a hugger though. But like the kissing, the European kissing on the cheek is awkward. Mm-mm. Super awkward.
Has someone done that to you?
No, never.
I would literally rather kiss than hug.
What? That you meet somebody? No.
Are you going to kiss my client when you see them at the store with me then?
Not on the lips. I'd rather do a mwah mwah.
What?
Hell no.
Really?
You wouldn't.
Yeah.
Mwah, mwah.
Okay.
Mwah, mwah. It's so brief. It's like you don't have to like. There's no awkward linger. You don't know if it's
because you're gonna.
There's definitely gonna be an awkward linger.
That is straightforward. If you're like mwah mwah.
That's like the definition of.
What if you accidentally kiss them?
You have literally never done that.
You've never done that to anybody.
I'm not saying I have,
but you would. You just said you would rather do that than hug somebody.
The kiss is more intimate than
if it were normalized in our culture.
Okay. Well, maybe start to normalize it, Kaylee.
No, I don't want to kiss
I don't want to kiss
when I'm
people.
drunk.
Yeah, you do be kissing people when you're drunk. Most of the time they're working. Like a security guard. Or an Iceman.
So I'm going to a wedding and I got a +1 because that's just how it works at weddings and it's literally in Cabo, but I'm not dating anyone. And we literally Googled, and I wanted Kaylee to come with me because it's like just so easy to go from Phoenix to Cabo. It's a direct flight and it's just quick and easy and a lot cheaper. And so we literally Googled if it was rude to bring a friend to a wedding as a guest, and it did say that it was rude, but me and Kaylee were talking about this, like what we're bringing the vibes, you know.
True.
If you bring the vibes,
you're not bringing some bitch.
Well, like really
my question is like, okay, +1, but like what if I decide to bring a +1, we're not dating. We're literally nothing. It's just like my guy friend.
Like,
would you rather me bring a random person
would you
on
rather
Hinge or my best friend who's
so
like
it's rude to bring a friend as a plus
I actually
one?
looked it up too, and it says the same thing because it's like, oh, you're just bringing a friend to drink for free and eat for free, like
to hang with me at your wedding. Otherwise, I'm not going to come.
Facts.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I'm gonna stand in the corner.
Should normalize.
Do you want me to twerk in the dance circle or stand in the corner and eat hors d'oeuvres?
So now I'm going to a wedding in Cabo where I know little to no one, and I have no date, and everyone that I do know is very much so a part of the wedding party.
I wouldn't have
or the bride or the groom, and the other people that I know are the siblings of the bride. So now that I'm thinking about this, I am getting a little nervous, but that's okay.
Well, I'm sure
it's Cabo. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna entertain myself.
You can find.
I'm gonna go out on I'm gonna go out on the Tuesday night that I get there, find myself a date, and then we're gonna go to the wedding together.
No, literally, you should actually try to do that. Just wait. Is Cabo the one with like Skid Row? Not Skid Row.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Squid Row.
Skid
is
Skid
in
Row.
California.
Skid Row is the homeless people live. Oh my god, so sorry. Squid Row.
I'm gonna go to Skid Row and find myself a wedding date.
That's fine too.
What's Squid Row?
It's like whiskey, or it's like Broadway. It's like a row of
like bars and stuff.
In Cabo.
But it's like off the resorts.
We have something to confront Anna on, actually.
Okay.
We hate when we're asking you something and you reply with crying, laughing face.
When you ask me something? Or when you just tell me something?
Back me up here. When we ask you something and you're doing crying, laughing face sarcastically.
What? I don't do it sarcastically. I honestly use that emoji full-heartedly. I'm laughing.
Stop.
You just used it today. You just did it. You did it twice today.
I know. I actually sent it or almost sent it earlier and I deleted it because I know it makes you guys mad. No, I'm trying my best to use the ha 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 instead of the laughing face. I guess it comes off sarcastic.
No, but you use it as like, I'm like, oh, when are we doing this? And then you reply with like the answer that's obvious and then with crying, laughing face.
Oh, because I'm laughing. It's funny. It's just not the vibe. You don't like it? I am laughing usually. Anytime we try to...
Only adults use emojis.
I like to think of myself
Stop using emojis.
I won't use emojis anymore. I like the cowboy one. Did you guys watch anything about the Met Gala? You want to talk about that?
Okay, the Met Gala is like event that I really want to be invited to, and I know that I absolutely will never be invited to, but I just feel like there's so many secrets with the Met Gala. Like, I want to know what the dinner looks like. I want to know, like, is it the after party and everyone's getting like blacked out? But you know what I'm saying? Like, famous events are so interesting because it's not like everyone who's famous is friends.
No, not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
You have no idea. Everyone.
Yeah.
In my head, I think every famous person is friends, but like obviously that's
and everyone like kind of knows each other, but then it's like if you're not the most famous person, then people might not know who you are. But if you're not the most famous person, then you definitely know who the most famous people are.
Like there's a big difference between an A-lister and like a B-lister. Yeah. Like Kardashian
or
level
there's like
versus...
influencers going to the Met Gala now, and it's just kind of like all these people are in the same room, you know?
Yeah. Like even
and everyone in the same room
I
wants
would be
to be super
literally
famous.
So nervous to do something like that.
Yeah.
And not be like a really famous person.
Okay, so shout out
like I would be so nervous to be invited to that if I like blew up.
If I wasn't like Kim Kardashian.
From TikTok. Like I would feel so out of place. I like obviously you have to go because it's a fucking Met Gala, but I would be like,
no, I did see some influencers and I was like, wow, that's really interesting that some influencers at the Met Gala.
Yeah, it's scary. I would be so scared. So shout out, I was going to say this. Shout out to Emma Chamberlain for like holding it down on the carpet and doing those interviews because that is not easy to do. And not everyone knows who Emma Chamberlain is or like what she came from or why she's important. Like she was killing it with like the interviews.
She's definitely climbed her way up the top like way more. I mean, she's literally interviewing for Vogue.
Literally Kylie Jenner was like, you look so good tonight. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like that is like the pinnacle.
Kylie Jenner knows who you are.
They called her the third Jenner. Like, oh my God. You've made it, Emma. Congratulations.
I love Emma Chamberlain. It's crazy to think that like she's younger than us. She's only 21 years old.
I could never do that. And like just like I could never interact with people like that. I don't think. I was thinking this. Just like famous people have their like lingo and like the way they speak is just so different. And I think that I would come off like dumb as fuck. Like I think I would just be like, I'd be like, oh my God. And they just don't talk like that.
How intimidating.
They're very like monotone, like
Balenciaga.
Well, it depends who it is for sure.
That's how they say that.
Aubrey Plaza was hilarious.
I literally was shaking talking to Indy Blue. I can't tell you how I would act talking to Kylie Jenner. You know what I'm saying? No, I would not be able to do that.
Do celebrities have emotions? I need to know because they're always so cool, calm, collected. Like cool, calm, collected.
They have to do so much training.
Yeah, a lot of media.
I feel like if someone was like in an interview, you can't be how you want to be at. Like imagine me trying to be like serious.
No,
this is how I imagine famous people all talk.
So serious, Balenciaga.
Mew mew.
These guys. What'd you just say?
Mew mew.
Meow meow. Hey, speaking of meow meow, did you guys see what Doja Cat did?
Yes.
She was in a cat suit and only meowed.
Yeah.
Emma Chamberlain her nose, like her cat. I couldn't. I felt weird.
I felt uncomfortable, but Emma did handle that interview well.
She did handle that interview very well.
Oh.
After the second meow, I would have been like, okay, thank you so much, bye.
Literally, I'd be like, okay, thank you.
I would just start meowing too.
The meowing was a lot, yeah. But
I would be meowing too.
But like,
and then I saw an interview of like the people who host the event. They're like, what's the thing that you should not do if you never want to be invited again? And they were like smoking, like people smoke in the bathroom and stuff like that. Doja Cat was dead ass blowing clouds of her vape on the red carpet of the Met Gala. Like,
gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Get that nick in.
Doja Cat accepted an award, and there's a video of her right when her name got called, chugged her drink, hit her vape, blew a cloud, threw the vape on the ground, and walked up on the stage.
See, that's amazing. Those are the real women we need representing us.
I love Doja. But I wouldn't want her to meow in my face.
Yeah, I wouldn't want her to meow in my face either.
I would let her meow in my face. That's fine. She can do that.
Not on camera, though.
No, not on camera.
I think it's also just kind of rude, especially when like she's really famous, and I mean, so is Emma Chamberlain. But like Emma Chamberlain, I feel like her doing that is like not her out of place. I don't know how to word it, but like
kind of rude.
Yeah,
like she's asking you a question and you're just responding with a meow.
Like she's doing her job.
Like someone like she probably looks up to her, like thinks she's super cool, and then it's like someone who looks up to you, you're meowing at.
But it also like the Met Gala is all about basically being in a costume essentially. So it's like I get it, but then it's
I feel like it's a very elegant.
How far am I gonna take this?
Very elegant.
Bro, there was a guy in a cat hat. It can't be that elegant anymore. Like people have been going crazy.
The theme was based off this guy, and he loved his cats, and so people were being on theme, and
it is cool. Camp changed life forever. That theme.
Camp changed life, but then it's like, how do you act at the after party? Like, I feel like there's never any videos once you get inside of like the Met, you know. But there's like no videos or anything. Like, what does it look like? Is it an open bar?
One of my favorite things about like Met Gala is not an award show, but like an award show like the Grammys and the Emmys and stuff. So they have placeholders when celebrities go up and win awards, like kind of like what you're talking about, Katie. So I read this story about these two girls that were in the crowd at the Grammys, and like Beyonce had won an award, and she's like, they were ushered to the front of the seats or whatever, and she's like, all of a sudden I was sitting next to Jay-Z because I had to be Beyonce's placeholder. Like imagine just being put there and you're just like, hi.
Yeah, wow. Something that I saw on TikTok that I need to happen, I like pop culture way better than sports. There needs to be bars that are just like pop culture bars. And when events like this, like everyone goes to a bar and watches the Super Bowl. Why doesn't everyone go to a pop culture bar and watch the Met Gala, watch like the VMAs, you know, all those events that are on TV? I think that would be so fun.
They definitely do them, but there's no such thing as like, well, there might be, but like people go to sports bars to watch sports. I don't think there's like a dedicated like, okay, we watch Bravo or we watch The Bachelorette, ABC. Like that'd be pretty cool. We watched the streams of, and then there were 3.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Let's open a bar. Just kidding.
Wait, that would be cool. Let's open up and then there were 3 bar, and then have shots and drinks named after us.
Yep.
And then, gosh, that's a great idea, Kaley. That's
a perfect idea. Yeah, Kaley, get on that. Liquor license, maybe get tomorrow or Thursday, and then we'll figure it out from there.
That would be so much fun. A lot of famous people have bars, but we're not.
You would have to have a lot of money. I wouldn't want to do any of the work. I would just want to show up.
Famous.
I would just want to show up and bartend famously, like Jackson Mahomes does at the Mosaic.
But like, the Mosaic is not his bar. He's literally working as a bartender.
I think it's fun to be a bartender. I want to do it for a day, but then never again. I want to sling some drinks.
I would never want to drink your drinks.
Because I put Everclear in them.
You would drug people.
Oh my God, I would not drug people. Yes, sorry, actually, yeah, this one's just Everclear. I know you asked.
You would ask for like a vodka Red Bull, and then you'd give them Everclear and Red Bull.
Oh my God, imagine if you put vodka and Red Bull together whoa.
I have.
Yeah, that's a great invention, Anna.
Did you say imagine if you put vodka and Red Bull together?
I meant to say this.
Shit, no one's ever thought of that.
I meant to say, what if you put Red Bull and Everclear together? Like, I think you could start a car with it.
Yeah, you probably could.
You like definitely could. It'd be similar to gasoline.
What if someone's like, "What's your drink of choice?" Everclear and Red Bull.
Can I just get an Everclear on the rocks?
Ew.
Oh my God.
Yo, psycho stuff.
We should try that just as a joke.
No. I refuse when people buy Rumpleman shots. I'm like, get out of my face. I don't want a Rumpleman shot ever.
Rumpleman shots.
They're like 100 proof. There's so much.
They taste way better than any other shot, I think.
Yeah.
What? A lemon drop, a Vegas bomb. Like, come on, a fireball shot.
Vegas bombs are too fatty.
I hate
Vegas
anything with bomb
big.
at the end of it.
Yeah.
Irish car bomb.
Have you ever had a Jaeger bomb?
A Jaeger bomb. Yo,
no
fuck
bombs.
with Jaeger bombs.
Lemon drops really aren't my thing.
You don't like anything, Kaley, but you still black out every time, and I don't know how.
Kaley hates shots.
I hate shot. Okay, I know I used to love shots. I do like shots, but I banned myself from taking shots just because.
But you still get drunk. I don't get it. How do you? What do you? It's because you suck your drinks down like it's a juice box. Actually, that's why. We got to work on that. We'll be done with our drink, and Kaley's on like her third.
No, this is what I say all the time. I chug my first 2 drinks, and then once I get to my third and the rest, I don't. It's always the first 2.
But you like only need 2 drinks to get you really drunk.
Yeah.
So the next time you guys will see us, we'll probably be at the Met Gala, and this, we won't be able to talk to you anymore, and we'll be in cat suits. So talk to us while you can.
We're either gonna be meowing or having lisp.
Having a lisp. All right, guys, we love you so much. Thank you. Meow.